What's up, YouTube? Kiana here. I, I was kind of conflicted about what I was going to start this video off with, but I guess I might as well just get in there. So, I said that I would probably be taking y'all on a journey with me, on a weight loss journey, but it seems like we're going to have to put a pause on the weight loss journey, which I'm not going to stop doing it, but I guess I am going to bring y'all on the journey of starting over. Um, a lot of y'all probably don't know. I've been married now for 3 years. Been together with my wife for 4 years. Um, and we done broke up, one big breakup, and we done had small breakups because she always want to break up when she don't get away. So I guess I'll bring you on the journey of me starting over, and I guess I have to start from scratch so y'all know where my journey has ended. So in the beginning, in what, 20, I think we met in 2016. We sporadically dated a little bit, saw each other, then we really got hard in 2017. Then we got married in 2018. And then in mid 2018, after the ink had dried, a lot of things about my wife changed. Like, she wasn't more, she stopped being the person who catered to me or who, worried about what was going on in my life. Shit like that. She stopped doing those things. When the ink dried, she turned into like one of those wives that believe that you should be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen cooking all the time and you're not supposed to have an opinion and her word mean bond type shit. And I've never been that person to be so submissive in a relationship that I lose myself within it. Like, you tell me what to do, you want to spend my money, but nobody spends your money types. I've never been that person, and I've never ever become that person. Now, I can be submissive to a certain extent. Now, I can let you be, the stud span of the house. I can give you that. But far as like controlling me, telling me what to do, and like you my daddy or something, I'm a kid again, I'm never gonna go there. So in the beginning of our relationship, she was amazing. And I've always been a person who can read people in a relationship that I'm in. Now, I read stuff like your intentions, or if you're a seasonal person, or if you're only there for a minute, or if you're just about sex. I've always been able to read those type of things when it comes to people. But for as her, I could never read her. But then in the midst of us getting to know each other, I end up finding out she's bipolar and she has depression and all that. But, I've never let that deter me from loving her unconditionally. Everybody has issues. I might be a little bipolar. I might have depression issues. But over the years, I've learned how to maintain whatever issues I got going on inside me. Life is what life is. And you either grow with it or you get thrown in the trenches with it. It is what it is. So, in the midst of our growth in this marriage, um, our first year was hard, and I used to cry a lot in our first year. Like, then we broke up because she said she couldn't trust me because I had went through her phone. But technically, your phone is my phone. If I had to pay your bill, It's technically my phone. If you forget to pay your fucking phone bill and then you ask me for the money, technically that's our fault. But whatever. And I've never been a person that felt like I needed to check anything. If you're gonna do it, it's gonna come to light anyway. I mean, I'm cute. The fuck I'm searching your shit for? That's how I felt. I'm cute. I'm sexy. I might be chunky, but I'm sexy. I got a good personality. I'm fun to be around. So it's not like what you ain't gonna do. Another bitch will. So it was what it was. So when she started doing all kind of weird shit, like she used to slam doors. If like she didn't have no car at first. When I met her, she didn't have no car. She didn't even have a license when I met her. So, us being married, I put up the grant she needed to be able to get started on this program to fix her license. Did that. No appreciation there. Because I guess she felt like she was entitled to it or something. But you're not entitled to shit unless I give it to you. I mean, you're really not entitled to nothing. But what you do for yourself, that's what you're entitled to. But I did it out of the kindness of my heart because I wanted her to be able to drive where she needed to go. But then once she got a license, she felt like, oh, well, she need a car. I should, what she told me, she say that I should catch the bus to my job, let her drive my car to her job. Where the fuck they do that at? That definitely wasn't gonna happen. Not. So it went to the point to where she ended up catching Ubers to work, which her job was down the street. My job was 45 minutes away. But she could walk to her job. She can catch a bus that took her right in front of her job and just walk in. But like I said, when that ink dried, the person that I dated wasn't the person that I married. Then she went to saying shit like, let's just say, she started making me feel insecure. And I've never felt that way, except for when I was younger. And, when you in puberty and you're growing up and you liking people and people not liking you and you chunky as hell and you feel like the fat ain't going nowhere or whatever. But when I became an adult, I didn't care about what people felt like they wanted to do. Like, I'm gonna do me and then you do you and then we can break up. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So when she started being real weird and it caused me to feel insecure within myself, within my marriage, and then when I tried to break it down to her how I was feeling, she was giving me like the nonchalant, like, bitch, whatever, kind of attitude. And then I ended up finding out she was texting people in her Facebook postings, private messaging. She was telling people that she probably married the wrong person type shit. So, oh, that shit hurted me. I felt like, why? But sometimes you can't question why God put you with people. And sometimes you just have to, fight through. If you truly love this person, which I did. I loved her. If you truly love this person, you at least try to fight to figure out what the fuck is going on or what is causing the shit. Is it the fact that she wasn't taking her meds right or she adding shit to her meds? I did not know. So we ended up breaking up. And she moved to Tallahassee and I stayed in Jacksonville. So for a year, we didn't live with each other. And she used to still come down. Like, she didn't want to be in a relationship, but she didn't want to be separated, type shit. Because, what she said, we bonded to each other. So, we're not supposed to have sex with other people. If we want to have sex, we're supposed to have sex with each other. Type shit. Whatever. So, me and my daughter end up moving. And I wouldn't tell her where I stayed. But I knew where she stayed. And anytime she came, we met up at a motel room. Then for a year, she used to still call me, and when she's going through her little depression stages or whatever, she felt like she had the right to call me and vent to me because I was her wife. And I let that door stay open. I did. I let that door stay open. And then I had a friend who was like, girl, maybe y'all need to just work it out. And I kept saying, I don't want to be with this lady. She's not going to do me right. She's not giving me what I need. But then when you talk to a bunch of people and they always say, oh, that first year is that hard year. Y'all going to do this. Y'all going to do that. But if you really love her, fight, fight. So I fought. Even I didn't fight hard, but I left the door open where she can be able to call me and we can be able to talk about her issues. Because we never really talked about mine. Even though I might have been depressed sometimes, or I might have been upset, or I might have issues going on myself, we never talked about my issues. We always was opening up about hers. Then that went on for a while, and then I just got to the point to where I needed to rebuild my energy because she was draining me. Like she was draining everything about me. So I blocked her. I blocked her for a year. So we separated and we were still talking for a year. But then we went through a year phase where I ended up getting another girlfriend. I had a girlfriend, and then she had a little whatever, and I blocked her off and I mean every social media outlet. She couldn't call my phone. She didn't know my daughter number. I changed her number. She couldn't call nobody that was associated with me. And I felt like she needed to be able to have no access to me, to be able to understand that you can't treat somebody you say you love the way you treat them. I end up, last year, I end up moving to South Carolina. And like February came in, and I moved in February of last year. And Corona hit. And I knew that she was the type of person that when you become a shut-in or you can't reach out to your friends and all this crap going on, she will probably be a little suicidal type shit. So I broke the thing with her not being able to call me or get in touch with me. I opened that door back up. And when I opened that door back up, she used to start calling me all the time, acting like she was just checking on me or whatever. Then she used to say I did her wrong because I moved and I ain't tell her, but she moved to Orlando and ain't tell me. But whatever. We eventually decided to try to make our marriage work. We eventually tried to do that. So she asked me to come to Orlando, which I've never ever packed up my stuff and moved in with nobody. Everybody always moved in with me. Now, in the midst of this, we had a few deaths in the family, and she had a cousin that passed away that I couldn't make it to, but she ended up making it to my grandma. She made it to my grandma. And I really didn't tell her about my cousins and stuff because my first cousin that passed away, we wasn't talking. My second cousin that passed away, I was here, but we wasn't on good terms. So I decided to go by myself because I didn't want to take her with me and get on my nerves while I'm down there trying to grieve for my cousin. So as we progressed to call ourselves making it work here, every chance she got or whoever she talked to, her, like she got these two friends that she say, oh, my friends know me. One of them is a femme, one of them is a stud. And I did hold a conversation with the stud, but I never really hold that conversation with the femme. But the femme has always had something to say about our relationship that she shouldn't have privy to. Like, I believe that your friend should never have a privilege, no privileges to say anything about your mate or have any say so about what you do in your marriage. Or even if y'all just dating, your friend should say nothing. I think that if you are best friends, you should be able to call and vent. And if she can offer some soothing advice about, like, maybe y'all need to, go in separate rooms, or maybe y'all need to have a moment where y'all get therapy or something. But for us, like, divorce that bitch, or why you ain't divorced her yet, or put her out type shit, well, why you married her, or, negative shit all the time. When people do that, they're not your friends. They trying to get with you. And I don't care what a bitch say, they trying to fuck. I see that in all that. But then we got, like, she had a trip that she went to Freaknik or something. And I've never really been a person that had a problem with you hanging out with your friends, going nowhere, chilling, go out of town, have a ball. But know about your respect boundaries when you're married. Even if you're in a relationship and you're not married, but know about your boundaries that you're supposed to cross. She get down there, shows out. She hardly called. Like, at least call and say good night, or at least call and say good morning, or something. Something. I ain't call her either. So if you don't call me, I don't call you. Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm not gonna sweat you. Like, you deserve it of being sweated. Bitch, sweat me too. So she went down there, came back with a number, whole bitch she talking to. Disrespectful. Didn't have the audacity to tell me that she was thinking about it while she was out of town. She was thinking about our relationship, and then she feel like she can't give me what I want. But all I've ever asked for is to put me first. And that's not nothing major. Put me first. Take me out. Do something with me. Get me out this house. Stop sitting at a desk smoking all the time. Stop being on the internet playing on the phone all the time. Stop fucking calling friends and you can hold a conversation with them, but you can't hold a conversation with me. Take your medicine. Eat something. You're alcoholic. Stop drinking. Like that. But through this process, it has got worse. To the point to where I stopped sleeping in the room. Well, I started sleeping on the couch. Even though we got a 2-bedroom apartment, I was sleeping on the couch at first. And she got a son from a girl she dated back in the day. So he was here for spring break. And I let him be in this room. And I stayed on the couch the whole time he was there. He was here for like 2 months, 2.5 months. And I stayed on the couch. But I'm one of them people who, when I'm out of love with you, I'm doing nothing for you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm figuring out ways to get the fuck away. And I have been figuring out how I'm going to get the fuck out of this house, relationship, and everything. So then she started doing shit like, I guess because I have no words for the type of person she is. I just have no words. I'm to a point where I don't care what happened to her at all anymore. So I guess she's getting that motion, or she's talking to somebody, or somebody's whispering in her ear or whatever. I don't know. So she do shit like the seasonings that I bought. She took them out the cabinet, put them on the dining room table. But she didn't take the forks that I bought. She's keeping them. She took the bowls, like the plastic bowls that I bought with the lids. She took them out. But she ain't take the groceries that I bought out. Because she want to eat them. What did she brought over here? She took my makeup bag out the room and now put it on the dining room table. She took my jewelry box out, brung it out, shit like that. Or she took my sheet. She took the sheet that we had on the bed off, threw it in dirty clothes, but went in the closet and re-put a brand new sheet that I bought. She ain't bought no sheets since. Let's just talk about it. She ain't bought no sheets. She ain't bought no blankets. She hadn't bought no washcloths. She hadn't bought no pillows. She hadn't bought no personal hygiene. No nothing since I've been here. She ain't even bought groceries since I've been here. But if it's up to her, she buy everything. And one of my friends was like, people with mental issues tend to think or forget that they don't do shit. But she always calling up somebody to tell them that I don't do shit. But she don't do shit. Like nothing. Like nothing at all. When I first got here, she was in a hole on her rent. And I can't even tell you why. Because she got 25% off on her apartment because she worked in the apartment. She get 25% off. So you really wasn't paying like maybe $600, maybe a little over $600 a month with that. So I'm not understanding how you behind. But when I came in, okay, I didn't want to be in a hole where I'm coming from. So I paid half of the rent when I got there. And then I gave her I paid rent twice in the same month. But if it's up to her, she don't forgot about that. Then her phone went off. And I paid her phone bill. Then when income tax roll around, she gonna come to me and say, can I get an allowance? If you see my face. That's what I looked like because I was confused. So I asked her, I said, what the fuck is an allowance? She was like, when my mama used to get her income tax, she used to break us off some allowance from income tax. I said, well, I'm not your mother. Just ask me, could you borrow a couple dollars? But baby said, can I get an allowance? So I gave her $200. And I bought her a few things. Okay. Then when I got my stimmy, she said, can I get some of that? I gave her $180. But when I gave you that money, you kept asking me, can you buy me this? Oh, can I borrow this? Can you pay this? She asked me, I sent her mama money because her mama lights done went off. And then her mama ain't got, because, okay, her stepfather had passed away. So they was waiting on the death certificate and then the military stuff, money and stuff that was coming around. So my confusion is, you a child and she got another child, and how your mama lights go off? She got 2 fucking kids. Well, technically, she got 5 kids. 3 adopted, 2 came out her. So at no point, oh, and you got the girl who my wife used to date back in the day, because you watch her kids sometimes, and the kid who she claimed as her son, be there, he got a job. So at no point should your mama lights be off, and at no point should your mama be without groceries in her house. But I'm in a marriage. She's my mother-in-law. If she need me, I got her. That's the type of bitch I am. But as the months go on, I will be here with her for a year. We done celebrated my birthday, which I really got nothing. We done celebrated another anniversary, which didn't get nothing. We done celebrated Valentine's Day, which all I got was some balloons, and you said, I had to tell you, you better get me something because I got you something. You said, you know, I just got this car. You knew our marriage was, our anniversary was coming up before that car came along. And you knew Valentine's Day was coming before that car came along. After that, I just stopped doing anything for that lady. Anything at all. And I'm one of the ones, I, I'm one of those that if I see something and I know you look good in it, or I know that I like you in it, I'll get it. Just that type of girl. But I also want to be able to feel the same way that I make you feel. None of that. So as we start to deteriorate from each other, I done got to the point to where I done found me a second job. Still go to my first job. And my first job, I get off at 3:30. So if I get off at 3:30, I can come home, maybe go to sleep or something. I don't, because I try my hardest to stay out of this house as long as I can. So I get off work, and I was going to the gym every day, and I'll get off work at 3:30, pack me a bag, go to work, get off work, go to the gym when I get off. So from 4 to like 7:30, I'm at the gym. And I've been doing that for the last couple of months. Then I was like, oh, you need to find your second job so you can like build up your savings account back, because I was losing more money here with her than I was staying by myself. And that didn't make motherfucking sense to me. So I got me a second job working at FedEx. So Monday through Thursday, I work my day job and I'll go to the gym afterwards. When I started working at FedEx, I'll come home and go to sleep instead, because Friday, when I get off work on my day job, I'm going to my night job. And then I'm working nighttime on Saturday, and then I'm working nighttime on Sunday. I don't get off until like 11, but I probably don't make it home to about 12, maybe 1 o'clock, depending on traffic in Orlando. So I come on home late. Come into my room. I've been coming in my room, minding my business. I've been staying away from this lady, but every chance she gets, she got to say something to me, evilish. Just evil for no reason. And I used to be kind of evil in my younger days. I used to do a lot of crap that would have got me locked up. And I changed. In my 41 years of life, I am more of a no conflict type of having person. Now, I might can get a little loud with you if you piss me off, but I ain't even been getting loud. Today is the only day that I've got loud. I've been talking soft, I've been calm, cool, and collective, but she keep doing shit that is pissing me the fuck off. And it has gotten to a point to where I'm starting to think of devilish stuff that would mean me no good or her no good. So I be calling my best friend, and I talk to my lead at my job, because she knows. And they give me encouraging words to be able to surpass the demon that I feel like she is nothing but. Now, we got a little agreement about I pay whatever portion of rent that I pay. Excuse me. And rent is not due until the 1st. But she got to call me the beginning of this month. She called me. She done called me 3 times this month to ask me about rent for next month. Which they said that she just trying to find a reason to talk to you, because you're not giving her the reaction that she's looking for. And I am trying so hard to not go into a direction that will cause me to lose my life behind bars. So today she sent me a text this morning while I was at work about rent, which is not due the next week. But I was going to give it to her anyway, early, so she wouldn't have no reason to say anything to me. But she did. So today was a day that I was just pushed. I ain't say nothing mean. I said it in a professional way. I said, first, stop calling me. Second, stop texting me. Third, I know what is due. Rent ain't due to the first. And I already told you yesterday that once I go to the bank and transfer the money over, I will send it to you so we can pay, so the rent can be paid. I guess that tore her ass because she feels like you shouldn't have no words for her since the apartment is in her name. And I guess since it's in her name and she's renting the apartment because she works here, she got all entitlement. Now, I've been cordial with her because I know my rights. First of all, we legally married. Second of all, I get rent here. So before you can even put me out, you have to evict me. Before you can evict me, you have to divorce me. But I guess whoever you be socializing with on the phone, not married, never been married, tell you, put her out. Because you saying the dumbest shit out your mouth that don't even make fucking sense. And all I'm gonna do, and all I do is I'll be like, okay, all right. And she don't like it. But it's not my fault that I don't want to argue with you. It's your fault that you want to argue. And I keep singing this song, you want to argue? I can't argue with you. You, man. All it does is make a mad, so I try not to say anything because I'm trying my best not to put myself in trouble. Let's just say that. I ain't gonna say what I've been thinking of doing, but it's been bad. And I've been praying about it. I've been trying to stay away from it. I've been trying to surround myself with positive energy people. But that girl got a demon in her so deep, and it's trying to seep into my soul. And I'm gonna end up, like I had to call my friend today. Today I came home and I still had clothes in the room that we shared together. So after our text and stuff back and forth today, I say, I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna get all my stuff and put it in one room, which we got 2 bedrooms. I'm gonna take all my stuff from out of that room, put it over here. So she won't have no reason to come over here in this room and interact with nothing over here that belongs to me. But I've noticed every day that I leave here, she done been in here. But all she could say is, this is my house. These my rooms. Like, some shit her mama used to tell her when she was little or something. Like she 2. She 15. My room. Bitch, move. And I had my little thing that my son gave me in my hand. And my hand started shaking. Ooh, it started shaking because now she talking about, you got a smart mouth. But she the one with the smartest mouth in the world. You don't want nobody to counteract what you say. You just want to have your words, but my words can't say nothing. So I had a weapon in my hand, and it took me to a place to where, and then I thought about my kids. Even though my kids are older, my daughter is 20 and my son is 25, but regardless of anything, your kids need you. And there's something out there better for you. So I say, just get out my face, please. Get out my room. Oh, I don't want no doors closed in my house. Lady, leave me alone. Then she got on the phone with whoever she was talking to, and she was calling me bitches and hoes and I ain't shit. Fuck you. She done called me a dumb hoe. Just the most disrespectful shit you would ever call somebody. She was saying some disrespectful shit. And you know, none of that hurt my feelings. None of it. So then she say, since you got a smart ass mouth, get the fuck out of my shit. I said, baby, I ain't going nowhere. You got to put me out. She said, don't worry about it. I call the police. I call them. Called them. She said like she was going to dial them. She said, don't worry about it. I'll fucking blow your brains out. So I called them. So you won't be tempted to blow my brains out. And you wanted them here anyway, so I called them. And I waited on them. But they said the same shit. Listen, I already know. We're married. I get mail here. You got to divorce me first, then evict me before you could put me out anyway. If you put my shit out on anyway, I can sue your ass and get you fired from your job. Like, I mean, I really want you to think about, like, you should be able to, if you talking to these people and they giving you all kind of advice, they should be giving you the advice that'll tell you to do shit right. You're going to have to divorce her. Then you're going to have to evict her. And then she has to get out. Like, it's a long process when you're married. If we're just dating, maybe, but I'm on papers with you. This is different. That's why I haven't said anything. That's why I've been calm, cool, and collective. I don't argue with this lady because I know my rights. Like, everything in this bitch is mine. Half of it is mine. Whether it's mine or not, half of it is mine. If you accumulated it while we was married, it's mine. But you can't tell a person who knows so much nothing. So when the police came, they said the same stuff I said. And she got this she talking about she bought a body cam, right? So she got this little camera on her arm right here. Bitch probably don't work, but she had it on. Talk about, oh, she done called the police to my house. She got to get out of here. And the police said it to her, ma'am. You can't put her out. You can't touch her stuff. You have to evict her if you want her out. But y'all first have to go through a divorce first. He said what I said, and I'm just saying, lady, come on. Now, you know, people probably saying, why is you still there? Because I can be. And it's not like I'm trying to stay here to aggravate or nothing. I'm waiting on something to come through. And I done filled out for a couple apartments, and I'm just waiting. It's just a waiting game. A lot of them don't have any openings for the rooms that I'm looking for. But I also did another one, and I got my fingers crossed on it. So everybody pray for me. And hopefully it comes through like I wanted to come through. And it's a little better. It's even a 2-bedroom. So now we're at this moment. And I guess I have to do like a vlog, everyday vlog or something to know the progress of what I'm doing or what I'm going through, and hopefully I can vlog and you can hear this crazy ass woman in the background so you can get an understanding of what I am growing through. And I mean, even if I mean, wish I can like really visually let y'all go into my brain and be able to see the stuff that I see or the stuff that I hear out her mouth on a regular, or stuff like, you know, you would think that I am upset about the breakup. I am not upset about that. What brings me to tears is it's a side of me that in the 4 years we done been together, she's never seen. I mean, never seen. And I have made it my best to become a better person for myself. I went through a change for myself because I know what I can turn into. I know what my bad side is like. And I said, I would never want to be that person again. Ever. But in these last couple months, that person has been trying to seep out of me. And I don't want her to. I don't want to go back to the person that do evil stuff to people. I didn't like how it made me feel after the fact. Like, as I grew, like at first I never really cared what I did. If I did something to you, I don't care. Then I got a conscience, I guess. And after I did it, I feel bad about it. I ain't gonna apologize to it because I meant it. And then I'm to a stage to where I don't want to argue. I just want to live my life. I want to go on dates. I want to eat nice food. I want to go on vacations. And I want to be happy. That's where I'm at with my life. But this lady is really, really provoking me. And that is my story for now. There's not much more I can say about it. But I guess I'll still try and bring y'all on this journey of rebuilding. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call it a journey of rebuilding. Finding me a new place. Getting me a new number. cleansing my spirit again, going back to the happy place that I created for myself. And I'm going to bring y'all along with me. And maybe in my journey, there will be somebody out there probably going through the same journey I'm going through. And we might need to, talk to each other or send out some encouraging words to each other, because the new us is what we're trying to hold on to, and not the old us coming back. I'm going to wrap this up here and say I appreciate y'all listening. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Have a good night.